Hello YouTube, ST with ST's Silver Stacking with you once again. On Friday, January 27th, 2017, I made a video about the biggest threat to the dollar, and that being the dollar losing its status as the medium of exchange for oil in the world. By this I mean the petrodollar status. In that video, I made a point to say, if one looks at American foreign policy, many moves we make zero sense. However, when you look at it from maintaining the petrodollar, our foreign policy makes perfect sense. Now, on Friday, President Trump issued a ban on people coming to the United States from 7 nations. I have heard conservative friends quietly note that Saudi Arabia and Pakistan are not part of the Muslim ban. Seems strange on the surface because Pakistan harbored Osama bin Laden across the street from a police station and literally down the street from a military base, the most wanted man in the world. Osama bin Laden is of, or was of, the House of Saud. Furthermore, several of the hijackers on 9/11 came from Saudi Arabia. Furthermore, the 9/11 Commission, in 28 pages that was finally released this past summer, although still heavily redacted, said, quote, while in the United States, some of the September 11th hijackers were in contact with and received support or assistance from individuals who may be connected to the Saudi government. The Guardian newspaper reported that Prince Bandar bin Sultan transferred from his personal account $15,000 to a spy master who ran 2 of the hijackers. In other words, controlled them, financed them, so forth. Now, who is this asshole Prince Bandar bin Sultan? Well, he was the United States ambassador, or ambassador from Saudi Arabia to the United States from 1983 to 2005. Then he went back home and became Secretary General of National Security Council from 2005 to 2015 and Director General of Saudi Intelligence from 2012 to 2014. This guy received his college from the Royal Air Force Academy. He also attended Air Command and Staff College at Maxwell Air Force Base. That's a college that's ran for people with the grade of major and above, generally. And he has his Master in International Studies from Johns Hopkins. So the ambassador here that was funneling money to the 9/11 terrorist goes back home and becomes a spy master. The spy master for Saudi Arabia. However, no punitive action is taken. To the point, these 28 pages that were released this past summer were classified until this past summer, and then still to this day heavily redacted. But to get back on point, Saudi Arabia is not on the prohibited travel list. Why is that? If you analyze it from a foreign policy perspective only, it makes no sense. However, from a petrodollar perspective, it makes perfect sense. This shows that President Trump is committed to keeping the petrodollar intact and understands the role Saudi Arabia plays in us able to keep the status as the dollar for the means of transacting oil. If the United States dollar is no longer the status or the preferred currency for transferring oil, our currency will collapse. Now, why is this important for silver stackers? Because if we see that there is a danger of losing the status, that's a sign that silver will turn into an outstanding investment. Now, Iran, as I said in my first video, wanted to set up an exchange with an alternate currency. They were bought off by the Iranian nuclear deal, which virtually guarantees their ability to make a bomb. It was the ultimate kick the can down the road. Iran this weekend tested a ballistic missile. Watch this. The petrodollar will become a bone of contention in the Middle East. And the moment Saudi thinks they can get away with it, they will dump us. Watch. Now, Saudi Arabia doesn't like Iran. That's our only saving grace right now. Plus, the euro could have been a viable currency as an alternative to the dollar. The Brexit vote kind of destabilized the euro. In the coming elections in Germany, Merkel's going to go down. We're going to see a wave of nationalism in Germany. Why is that important to silver? Because that will further destabilize the euro and further solidify the dollar in its ability to continue as the petrodollar. That's not too great news for silver stackers, because as long as the petrodollar is intact, our currency should survive. But this is the threat we need to watch and be prepared to act on. And one good thing about this threat, if there is a move away from the dollar, the petrodollar, we will have plenty of warning. We can see the organization being put in place. So it will be something to act on at that time. So keep watching this situation. It will be developing over the next few years. And hopefully we maintain the petrodollar. Although I would like to see my silver stash go up, I don't want to see it go up that bad. This is ST with ST Silver Stacking. Please subscribe. I throw economics videos on here from time to time and foreign policy because it's all intertwined. Silver markets do not exist in a vacuum like any other investments. Thank you. God bless. Have a great day.